Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Yusrul, the game is Star Trek Online, and welcome once again to Foundry Frolics, where there's no prize for second contact. This is the Reuben system, and we have a private message coming in from Starfleet Intelligence. That's always a good way to start your morning, isn't it? Admiral Lavoie, and she wants a private conversation. Oh dear. When the Admiral doesn't want to give you a message in front of your senior staff, it's never a good sign. Okay, so we need to take a first contact over from the USS Bastogne. They have run into an alarming discovery, and there's no one more we're going to have to murder somebody, aren't we? We're looking forward to counting the Hessavat amongst friends, and we have complete confidence that you'll ensure just that, or scorch the planet back to bedrock, one or the other. And the Alone is scheduled to rendezvous with the Bastogne in the Reuben system. They left Hessavat after learning of Romulan involvement. And we'll be picking up a Vulcan command who absolutely positively won't turn out to be a Romulan plant. Mental note, have sickbay double check his actual species as and when we get to him, and of course it's the top priority. Well, let's get down to it. Welcome to the Reuben system, and we have the Bastogne on sensors. And shocker of shockers, the Bastogne is still intact. They're in high orbit around Reuben 3 and Captain Prophet. Who wants to play bets on his species before we even go to this next chat? Well, those of you who said Frankie, you just lost. Right, we were told to expect it, and we're prompt as usual. I'm sorry, I have a reputation to maintain. Granted, that reputation is for utter violence and chaos, but it's prompt utter violence and chaos. Mission logs are being sent over, and can you give me a brief report? Bastogne was first contact, and there's been a covert surveillance operation on Hessavat 3 standard protocol. So basically, you snoop on the natives for a bit, hope they don't catch you, and if you're really, really lucky, you get enough culture information that you don't go in completely blind and say, have the dog use their sacred tree as a toilet. Details of the mission log, Starfleet Intelligence, the Tal Shiar are monkeying about. Well, I understand we're here to assist, and the Romulans are snooping about as well. Commander Somak is a Tal Shiar expert who's been a great Alright, throw him out the airlock first chance we get. Very well, if you need the Bastogne, we're just a hail away. Well, let's go have some fun. Closed channel. This is your idea of a covert surveillance op against a culture that is presumably borderline warp capable, or they won't be candidates for first contact. Oh, and they probably have near space surveillance capabilities, and you've got 4 freighters, a couple of mining platforms, 5-6 freighters. Check it out. Sathanas number 3 at 10 o'clock, and some runabouts as well. Yeah. I thought these operations were supposed to be discreet. Well, let's get the treacherous little worm on board. Do we have the commander? And yes, we have him. He's safely on board. Thank you for sniping me, Commander. Anyhow, the commander's belongings have been transported over as well. EOD to Transport Room 1. We have a bomb to dispose of. And Captain Prophet, well, it's always welcome. Send the commander to my ready room. Assemble the senior staff. And let's see, how many lies are we going to get told in this briefing? Very well, right then, Commander Somak. Good to have you on board. I trust the cavity search was not too intrusive. Starfleet Intelligence, shall I begin the briefing? Right, let's discuss the Hessavat, shall we? And it's in the Bastogne's logs, and newly emerging warp capable, thank you. They've been deemed territorial yet understanding, yet it's their star system, let's face it. They fought nationwide, yep, there, so basically the usual cultural developments. And it's small scale, so it's principally, yeah. And of course then they figured out how to fly, and the whole we've got to get across several hundred miles of ocean thing suddenly wasn't so much of a problem. Okay, highly protected resources, and the Hessavat fear limited resources, so yeah. Of course, if they're warp capable, well, the Prime Directive starts getting a little bit flexible. Hell, the Prime Directive gets a little bit flexible. I remember a certain incident with gunpowder weaponry a few hundred years ago. So we need to see the Hessavat. Well, Astute observation. So we need to disrupt the Tal Shiar and establish first contact. Okay, what about another topic? So, what about the Tal Shiar? First contact was 2 weeks ago, and they, yep, picked up a possible cloaked vessel. And how they get past the detection grid? Right, so how did they get through it? Remarkable, please continue. An unmanned shuttle pod for cargo. So basically they've been running almost cargo torpedoes through the detection grid. Okay, and the Tal Shiar. And yeah, that's not unlike the Tal Shiar. Terrific. So at least Tal Shiar or somebody using Tal Shiar kit. Well, given how protective the Tal Shiar are their toys, we can assume Tal Shiar. Do we know what was transferred? The probe was barely able to detect the shuttle, and we do know that the Tal Shiar are interested. Fair enough. Okay, let's move on to another topic. Why you? 3 years on Starfleet Intelligence, 2 years as the counterintelligence head for the Tal Shiar desk in the sector, 10 covert, 7 counter covert. Right, so you were replaced, what, 4 years ago? Okay, so what do we need to do? A distress call from the Uluru and Delta 2. Right, to the bridge. Let's go. I'll say this for the new Manticore. They certainly improved the bridge, didn't they? I'm sorry, what have I got to approve? If you bypass the Org's data array like that, you'll blow half the EPS conduits on the ship. I do not need another critically failed duty officer mission. You've got 45 minutes to finish that scan. As for you, what have we got? TAC, talk to me. Uluru was text only, and okay, 2 deep space recon satellite, Romulan warp signatures in the Orith system, and okay, why were they over there? So the warp trail enters the system. There are no mission reports. Orith is very close to Hesavat. Okay, can you contact them? Yeah, or it's a setup. Okay, very well. Inform Starfleet Command we're kind of gonna have to go after them anyway, because, hey, it's a distress call, and you always respond to a distress call. I'm beaming 2 yards to my chair. Woot for transporters! As I was saying, you always respond to a distress call. The next one might be the one you send. Right, so, approach the Uluru, and the Uluru is actually on sensors. Romulan transport ship severely damaged. Yeah, weapons range, do it. Shields up, weapons primed, but keep them off for the moment. Okay, so how much of a setup is this? I mean, it's possible the Uluru is responding to the Romulan freighter. It's possible the Romulan freighter is a Q ship. It's also possible that this whole thing is just a setup. Hail the Uluru, what do we got? Okay, hello, Captain. We received a distress call. Okay. Right, there's something weird going on here. They're saying they informed Starfleet Command. We only got a text message from you guys. What's going on here? You'll be sending a distress call, and the warp core is leaking. Righty-ho. There's a Romulan vessel en route to the system. Get the Uluru out of here. And yeah, we're about to get caught, aren't we? How's the link coming? No life signs, automated drones on board. What about the stress signal? Triggered remotely. It's a setup. Yep. Okay, 1 Romulan. Course out. Hesavat with an elaborate distress call. Fair enough. Another trip into Hesavat. Well, we kinda had to respond to that distress call. Welcome to Starfleet. We're so easily suckered, aren't we? Full impulse. Let's see how wrong this is about to go. Dump from impulse. As we hit the contact marker, here comes the ambush. There we go. Starfleet vessel. Medicine colleague. Yes, this is. I'm no interest in carrying this facade. Allow us to depart. I'm not buying the victim routine. Okay. Dotorvek. Ha. Well, let's go. Do you have any support your theory, Commander? For months pursued intelligence reports. Strict Dotorvek was the name on that report, eh? Okay, any further cadet? Well, it's pity I'm not a cadet. Really, I'll pass on that you to Starfleet. To the system, I want to know why. Fine. Okay, well, we're going to have to kill a Romulan Doderex. Wouldn't be the first time. Hit the battle mode. Transformation sequence engaged. Must admit, they've prettied up the details on this new Manticore. Right, so here we go. Rapid fire for high yield, tac teams, and prep the mine launcher to go. Let's start by cracking his port shields. Strafing run in. He dumps viral matrix. Clear that with engineering team. And get the mines away now that we've ridden his torpedoes. And ow, 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 ow. I don't think that worked. One mine enabled from that whole spread. There it goes. We have dispersal. And Webb is hopefully slowly crushing him. Looping again. Break clear. Ow. Yeah. Oops. That was a hallucination caused by Trellium K. It didn't happen at all. 2 more Romulan warbirds. Fine. Prepare to engage and hopefully engage a little more successfully this time. What kind of hit points have I got on this thing? 63,000 on a tier 6 destroyer. Yeah, well, that's what you get for not having proper defensive setups in play. Right, same again. Rapid fire, attack, dispersal pattern online. Open up. Load of high yield as we go. Crack the beam out. And break, break, break. Brace for impact. He simply goes pop this time. Don't ask me how I brought that up. Break clear. Here comes the next Doderex. Simple loop over. And oops, we'll just dump that. Come back for it later. Okay, next lineup. Little squirrel impulse, just hurry things up. And you know how this is going to go. Scatter volley this time. We'll bait his initial torpedoes. He'll fire. And in theory, doesn't work. Fine. Mines away. Actually get a proper dispersal this time, but photonic shockwave from the Romulans clears them all out. Here come the plasma torpedoes. Miss, 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 miss. Fine. Point defense barrage. There we go, that's more like it. Loop round and rapid fire. High yield. Just crack him open. Dump the torpedoes. Dump the mines. Do we get a dispersal this time? I don't. There we go. Flash. Full dispersal. And neatly compacted Romulan, ladies and gentlemen. When that tactic works, it works. So the Allure's gone to warp, and so do we. Right, welcome back to Hessavat. Let's see what they've been doing while we were distracted. No detected Romulan vessels? Yeah, well, they're cloaked, aren't they? What have we learned from the Bastone's logs? The Bastone had to reverse their hull polarity. Okay, proceed. And excellent. Assuming nobody just looks up with a telescope. Captain Sakesa has reported, and Starfleet has been informed. So, the Jefferson and the Manitoba are being sent out as reinforcements. The Allure is joining them, and let's go talk to Hessavat 3. Well, at least they're being a bit more discreet than I thought they were. They were at least keeping the installation on the far side of the moon. Right, so, to orbit. Let's see what we can find. Do we have a cloaked shuttle pod coming in? And an interplexing array kit. Fair enough. Get it done. Okay, 4 minutes, 52 seconds. I'll say this, he keeps his word. And now we need the correct cloaking frequency. Okay, so first mission, Covert sensor analysis, prototype sensor, high level of power. Okay, that doesn't seem like a match. Second mission, Hina system transporting chemical warheads and plasma warheads. Beam its cargo to basement to normal space. Right, so third mission. Fake a cloaking field failure, and then the warp system was always one way ahead. That was basically what we just had, didn't we? Fourth mission. The shuttle was parked and acting essentially as an eavesdropper. Starfleet ships were sent off course and it was easy to intercept. Yes, so... Sounds like you got thoroughly played by the Romulans, didn't it? They like this full shuttle technique. Right, how do we find the frequency? Cloaking frequency with 3 code sections. Okay, what factors determine the first section? Okay, so first section is determined by the amount of drain on the sensors, comma ray, and impulse drive or warp drive. Significant power and engines, 001. Sensors are drawing a lot of power, but the engine's not. Well, this is a transport run, so sensors will be low, engines will be on full. So we'll look at either 003 or 004. Let's go with something else first. Second faction. So, excuse me a moment. I'm actually going to pull out a pen for this one. Okay, and amazingly, we're actually 4 minutes 52 seconds. So, how do we use them to find the frequency? Right, so first faction. So they are determining comms and engines. So we'll assume it's a transport run. So they'll be going for 003. Because they're moving, but they're not necessarily scanning if we're right and this is a transport run. Looking at the second section, if the hull is most likely to form a signal mission, eh? Okay, so the cargo hold... Right, so if it's polarized and reinforced, if it's a weapons run, then it's going to be 224. Okay, let's review a bit more, come back to that one. But caused by frequent use. Okay, let's go for a high priority run, so we're ending in 141. After all, let's face it. Let's review again. Go to the shuttle mission. Now this second transport run. Polarization and heavily armoured. Right, okay. Right, let's go for 224 to start with. So, righty-ho. So we are looking at 003, negative, not receiving a trace from that code section. Okay, so it wasn't a... fair enough. Negative, okay, interplexing 004. Interesting. Okay, 224, let's see how badly wrong I've got this. We have contact, another signal return. Right, so there, it's a weapons run. We now know that much. And 141 for high priority. We have it. One cloaking frequency appearing. Okay, let's go expose a few Romulans. What worries me is that if it's a high priority weapons run, whatever the Romulans are doing is probably in its final stages. Dump from Impulse again. There we are. Off the bow, the Hessavat space station. Okay, they're not going to have that space station for much longer, are we? From what the sensors show, it's windowless. Yes, but they'd have significant structural weaknesses, wouldn't they? Right. Alright, nostalgia later. Stopping the big boom in about 10 seconds' time. Another little squirt of impulse. And where's our tachyon pulse? There we go. Bow down a bit, we'll just spiral a little. Initiate the tachyon pulse. There we go, one Romulan shuttle. Polarized shuttles cannot penetrate. You want me to pull on a very large, basically bomb-carrying vessel. Quickly, lock on. Go, 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 go. Initiate tractors. Oh dear. And it's descending. Okay, dump the debris into a deserted island. Excellent. Well, so much for the Prime Directive. Phasers on stun. Energize. Let's hope we don't leave too many witnesses down there. Who wants to bet the wildlife is both carnivorous and hungry? Also, I note that the shuttle self-destructed the moment we popped its cloak. Tal Shiar not being stupid. I felt sure that was going to be a suicide run against the space station and then a frame-up job on the Federation. But hey, that would be how the Romulans worked, wouldn't it? Someone just happens to have a telescope pointed at the exact space station right at the moment it explodes, and then they see this odd-looking ship blitzing past it in orbit. I mean, what conclusion would you draw? Exactly. But we've averted that little problem, so they're Romulans. Terrific, there's a cloaked compound somewhere in the Northern Hemisphere. We need to find that base, and we also need to find, well, a lot of Romulans for a start, and the contents of this shuttlecraft. Who wants to bet its weapons? Let's see. Wait a minute, what kind of rifle? Hang on a second. TR-116B. When did I... Okay, I have to applaud the person who took the holograms off the TR-116. But at the same time, I get the impression that probably wasn't intentional. Anyhow, at least I don't have a large yellow glow giving me away at this point anymore. Right, so... Romulans coming. Stun as many as you can. Do bullets have stun settings? Fine. Who cares? Aim them up. Irradiate them. Oh, wait, no, that wasn't the radiation, was it? Oh well, no matter. Down they go. We can always patch the holes up later on. That one we might need to hoover up first. Yoink. And you. There we go. Right. Romulans dealt with. Do we have any survivors? Well, this one... I don't know, this one's still twitching. Good, we will. How's that search coming? Maximum Vulcan efficiency. Terrific. What about maximum Romulan efficiency? And thank you for that image. Yeah, now beam the Romulans up and beam the Hoover down. You may need some time to get all the bits. Okay, away team out. Remember to check them for implanted explosives. It wouldn't be the first time we've had an inadvertent suicide bomber. If their comm device chirps, get them off the ship immediately, especially if they're not carrying a comm. Some surgeons can get pretty creative. Right, where next? Where next? Where next? Crash site, you little crash site. Where are... Aha! Really? They're beaming in? That's just... Yoink! Okay, fair enough. Down we go. And you know what? This time we will have some radiation. Boom. 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 More phasers. At least this time the shotgun is set to stun. Come on, down you go. And we'll just keep this coming. Shotguns at 2 paces. We're at it. A little bit of backup. And more radiation. Because, hey, that's always good. And what do you mean I've got 2 unconscious officers? And, oh, wait, no, we need another dustbuster down here. There we go. Right, scrape the lazy off the floor. Everybody back? Yes? Excellent. Tighten up, people. Let's move on. The cargo hold came down to the south, and the Hessavat are en route. They've got 44 aircraft. A Foundation protector has ordered the naval group to transport a squad of the Marines. They're aware of the crash. Oh, terrific. Get the last bunch of Romulans up. We now really need to move, because those aircraft will be probably supersonic. What have we got down here? Mind you, if they don't know it's from space, what's their aerial tracking like? It would have left a descent trail visible from halfway around the planet. Not literally halfway around the planet, actually more like a quarter way around the planet, maybe a third before the curve got in the way. Ah, there we go. This is the cargo hold. Right, start planting the pattern enhancers. We desperately need to not get caught doing this. Right, so pattern enhancers. Enhancement of patterns. There we go. Plonk number 1. And 3 aircraft and 15 minutes. Well, that's plenty of time. Can you scramble them? Do it. Okay, in fact, 15 minutes we could probably beam out and clear out in 5. No need to jam their navigation at all. They'll just make it very obvious that something's wrong. Okay, pop number 2. Okay, Romulan. Oh, great. More Rommies. Terrific. Where? Oh, there. Okay. You know what? Ensign Rock, you get to come out and play. And while we're at it, recharge that. Come on, Ensign Rock. There we go. And, ooh, no Thalerons, no radiation. There we go. Okay, who's left? Alright, 1 Tal Shiar Op. Fair enough. Are you dead yet? There we go. So, beyond the acid burns, the weapon casings, the scorch marks, the rather large chunk of debris, and the fact that this is going to leave a massive crater. Okay, terrific. A group of armed Hessavat. Terrific. That was a fast 15 minutes. Right, get the debris out of here. And go. Go, 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 go. Energize, energize, energize. Get us out of here. Woohoo! Terrific. All Romulan prisoners are secure, and the Hessavat have run into the Romulans. Terrific. Well, let's see. We'll sort this out, and yep, more guests to the transformer. We need to go save the Hessavat. Well, the Prime Directive was already out the window on this one anyway. Go, 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 go. And, okay, that's fine. Looks like we've interrupted somebody's beach resort. Hessavat, anybody? Nope, fine. Shoots the Romulans. In the back, best way. And with a bit of luck, we can neutralise that guy before he gets any ideas. Thank you. Alright, you be the Hessavat then. Hi guys, we're here to save you. Don't worry about the advanced ray guns that we're using. And let's shut down number 2. Nanoprobes, radiation. It's amazing what you can do when you have to. Okay, just get a tricorder out, and then boom, headshot. Alright, they're more like doink headshot, but there we go, that's got him. Okay, right. Hi guys, we're kinda here to help you. Can you be reasonable about this? Hello? We're friends? We're here to help. You don't know. Yes, and would you mind not shooting me? I think my body armor will stop it, but I'm not entirely sure. Captain, yes, I know, we need to move. Fine, let's get doing this. But we need to leave. This zone is forbidden, yep. Okay, away team. Okay, fine, beam everyone up. They're already in shock, so do it. Starfleet Command's gonna love this one. Energizing. Why is the island forbidden anyway? Is it just a flashpoint? Hey guys! I'm sorry, what do you mean we pulled it off? Those poor people were shooting at us! Right, Commander, so the second wave of Hessavat found their missing compatriots, and we'll have a chance to explain, yes, we really will need to explain why we kind of kidnapped their military unit. Anyhow, the Bastion's crew needs their place in history, and besides, we kind of got the unofficial first contact, so let's have some of the laurels. So, Hesavat have been sedated, the Tal Shiar secured, 3 expired, including presumably the 2 that were reduced to a cloud of rather surprised atoms. And I suppose we need to talk to the Romulans. Okay, well, they'll talk. In any case, we'll find out what they know. And the cargo hold is our first priority. Alright, cargo bay, this is the captain. Let us know when you've breached the hold, although I imagine the ginormous explosion will probably tip us all off anyway. Shouldn't be more than a few more minutes. Okay, now let's find that Romulan base. 1 hour? Okay, you've got 20 minutes. Okay. It was a joke. A very simple joke. 18 minutes and 22 seconds. Good man, get to it. Okay. They're in the middle of a conflict and they're being used as pawns by both sides, whether we like it or not. Suggestions? Well... Okay, engineering damage is done. Yes, it's already been contaminated. And tactical exposed ones then make first contact. Science, what about what? They're going to be told 2 alien factions have been fighting each other without their knowledge. They're going to be a little bit peeved. Righty-ho. Thank you very much. Senior staff, you're with me. For once, the engineers are talking sense. Right, down to sickbay. I thought we were going to check on the cargo hold first, but okay, fair enough. Oh wait, turbo lift's over this side. To, well, I assume sickbay, but cargo hold first? No? Yes? No? Yes? No? Okay. Apparently sickbay. Right, so let's check in with the duty dock. Not sure who's on rotation, but hey guys. Right, Doctor, what do we got? No shortage of excitement? Yes, well, that's good. Okay, so what's the condition of our Hesavat? So one of them died. Bugger. What are the others? 6 stable, no life-threatening injuries. One of them, however, is temporarily blind thanks to nerve agent. Okay, and... Right, and they were sedated. Fair enough. Okay, that goes without saying. Please wake her. And Farasa Gulta. Excellent. Right, let's go talk to our slightly shocked Farasa because I've got 2 security guards on her. Captain, report Lieutenant. They are cognizant. Thank you. Stand by, please. Let's see what we can get. You're on board safe, and, hi, the universe is a bit bigger than you thought it was. Yes, they're not part of the Federation. We saved you. Are we all mutants? Not exactly. We're all different species working together. We're not Hesvat. Yep, and yep. Okay, this could take a bit of explain. Yeah, there's been a few others. Apparently these people didn't have an equivalent of H.G. Wells, did they? Bridge, beam my Hesvat friend and I to the observation deck. Energizing. Because going through a matter-antimatter disassembler, being reduced down to data and reassembled at the other end, isn't going to put her into even more shock. Okay, she probably thinks she's hallucinating at this point. Anyhow, to the observation deck. And what do I mean matter-antimatter anyway? This is a transporter, not a warp core. Matter-energy disassembler. Oh, we took the security guards along for the ride, did we? Nope, just random officers. Hi there, so, yep, it's real, and now in a completely different room. It's, let's just say we dismantled you, shunted you over here, and then rebuilt you. It's completely safe, mostly, the occasional horrible accident notwithstanding. And if you look down, you'll see Hesavat. Right, that would be life. There was no life out there. Well, they were wrong. Yeah, good. We make contact with the people when they will reach other worlds. We've been watching for a while, yeah. We keep an eye on species that are going to get close to it. The stars were made for the Hesavat and them alone. Okay, that's going to be a little awkward when you discover that was wrong. But, hey, culture shock, it always happens. we won't interfere in the development of the planet, except that, you know, we just did interfere. Okay. And your people will soon realise that they're not alone. We're here to help. Okay. And can you give me an in with your government? We kinda have some explaining to do. Yeah, that, I think concerned is putting it mildly. Welcome to the future, boys and girls. Welcome to the future. We'll talk soon. Right, and Admiral... Oh, great, the Admiralty is about to go completely nuts, aren't they? Right, put her through to the ready room. This is going to be one of those calls that I really don't want to take in front of the senior staff. So, hi, we kind of jumped the gun on first contact, Admiral. Little embarrassing, I know, but... Okay, 10 other admirals and the president. Oh, good, you're not going to throw me out of an airlock. Okay, and the Romulans, yep, thank you, it still can. The Romulans are a bit deeper than we thought. And the president's personally, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. So we need to find that base. I believe we now have, what is it, 12 minutes and 32 seconds to pull off a miracle of science. And the Romulans are undermining us. The Hessevat might catch us first, which is awkward. And, well, based on the one Hessevat we've spoken to, they seem to be okay with this. Of course, we could turn out to be horribly wrong here. Then it's a matter of the Romulan prisoners. Well, okay. The Romulans aren't careless. Right. Or we could, just lose the Romulan prisoners. I mean, accidents happen. Romulans? What Romulans? I mean, there were Romulans mucking around in a pre-warp system? Really? Do tell. Anyhow, Commander Somak is officially, we can't fail. The question of what Commander Somak won't fail at remains to be determined. The Bastone is sending in. Well, the Bastone had better get here pronto. Lyosara, put the Tribble away. The Admiral is on the line. And, oh right, the Bastone's had its laurels sniped, has it? The captain will be so happy. Apparently he is. Fair enough. And the end of Act 1 of No Prize for Second Contact, ladies and gentlemen. We'll move on to the second parts in coming weeks. That's Contact Size first episode. And until next time, farewell. Not a bad little opener. And things are actually going well, which makes me suspicious. The Romulans are doubtless going to pull a surprise in Act 2. But until next week, farewell.